morning, thank you for joining me. Welcome to another video. And today we have a bit of a new concept for my channel anyway. I don't know if anyone else has done it before. Last weekend I posted on various social media, on my YouTube community tab, on Instagram, my Facebook page, and I asked my viewers, you guys, to select some items from the Evans website for me to buy and try on and do a haul video. And my goodness, did you respond positively? I had so many suggestions of items to buy. I couldn't possibly have got them all and fished it all into one video. But I do have not one, but two massive Evans bags full of things to try on. Now, I must apologise first if an item that you chose or the item that you chose isn't in here. It's not that I didn't look at, I did look at every single suggestion. An awful lot of your suggestions weren't available in my size. I think it's sort of the time of year, there's the end of the sales, they had a lot of lines running low on sizes. And a lot of people chose more than one item, so I tried to just pick one item that they'd chosen so I could get as many different people's selections as possible. So if you don't see your item here, I do apologise. But I have got a huge selection of various things, so let's get stuck into it, shall we? Right, here is the first item. Now this is it's described as a maxi dress, but I would call it a midi dress. It goes up to, I'll put it on obviously so you can see the length, but I would say that was sort of above the ankle, which to me is a midi dress. I really like the print on this. As soon as I saw it, I was very drawn to the print and the colours. It's sort of a scandi print, isn't it? I like the sleeve, I like the fact it's V-neck, it flares out from the waist. I'm thinking this is very promising. It's almost like a wrap style. Now the brand is, all the clothes are from Evans, I should say that. The brand is Jolie Moi. It was originally £69, it was down in the sale to £34, and I also had a code for 10% off, so it's £30.60. So yeah, I've got high hopes for this. Let's try it on and see what it's like. So let's not do that. Let's angle you down a little so you can see what it looks like. I've got it on just with a pair of silver ballet pumps, which I think look quite nice with it. I think you could dress it up or down. You could wear heels with it for the evening. I really like the fabric. It's that sort of, it's stretchy, but it's got that sort of slip to it. It feels very nice. It hangs nicely. I think it's quite flattering around here. I like the V-neck. I like the way the neck sort of indents a little bit there. I like the sleeve, it's a nice flared sleeve. Really like the colour. Yeah, I think it's great. Now I have to say, I don't remember who chose every single item, obviously, but I'm pretty sure this one was Lainey. And as soon as I saw this one, I messaged Lainey and said, I really like that. So yeah, good choice, Lainey. I really like this. I think it's nice. I've wished you around a little bit to try and get rid of the sun, so if you can see all the mess, I apologise. It's all the unpacking of the clothes. Right, next is this. It's a sort of double layer. It's like a camisole underneath. It's long line. I think it's a top rather than a dress. And it's red and it's got this poppy design on it. I actually like the look of this more than I thought I would. Red is not a colour that I'm naturally drawn to. I think this would be quite nice with leggings and boots maybe. I like the 3/4 sleeve. It is, let me have a look, it's by Live Unlimited is the brand, which I think is an Evans own brand. It was originally £89. Just double checking that, yeah, £89, which is way expensive, isn't it? But it was down in the sale to £44, and with my 10% discount it was £39.60. So let's give it a whirl. Not so sure about this one. For starters, I've got a feeling this wasn't available in the right size, so I ended up ordering a size down, which is 20. And it's feeling very tight, unlike the previous dress, which was also a 20. Sizing is just a lottery, isn't it? Let me angle you down so I can show you what it looks like. I have it on with just boots, little heel boots, ankle boots and leggings, and sorry I'm turning around, you need to be at the right angle so that I can look in the mirror and talk to you about it. Yeah, it's too tight around here. I don't particularly like the way it has this seam at my very widest bit and then sort of flares out a bit. I don't think that's flattering for a fuller figured lady. It doesn't ride up at the back, which is quite nice. And I do quite like the print, even though it's not my sort of thing. But I think if it was in the right size, I wouldn't dislike it so much. But I think unfortunately just size wise and this seam, it's not going to be for me, this one. This one I like the look of. I should say, I don't think I've said already, I will link everything that I can in the description box below. Now this is, and I'll also do some side-by-side pictures if I can, so you can see what they look like on the models. This is a long line top, split front, black, with quite sheer sleeves, gathered at the ends, the cuffs even, V-neck, which I like. I like the split front detail. I think that's quite unusual. This was originally, this is the Evans own brand, it was originally 35. It was down to 20 in the sale and was 18 with the 10% off. Liking the look of this, feel quite positive about this one. I quite like this one. It's it almost looks like a 2-in-1 top because of the split, and I don't know how well you can see this. The top bit, I need to angle you down again. The underneath part stops just below, just sort of mid-thigh, I guess, or top of my thighs, which is good because it covers up my stomach. And then this bit opens up and looks like almost like a jacket over the top of it. I really quite like this. I think it's nice. I think it's a very flexible piece in terms of you could wear it, dress it up or down. You could wear it with jeans for an afternoon at the pub or an evening at the pub, or you could put it on with a sparkly skirt and high heels, and I think it would still work. Yeah, I really like it. I like the sleeve as well. There's the cuff detail, and you can wear the sleeves long, or like I have it on that arm with the elastic further up, so it looks sort of 3/4. I really like this top. I don't know who chose this, but you've done a good job. Forgot to say, I ordered this in a 22-24, I think it was, and it feels a good size, that one for me. Next we have this. A couple of people selected this. It was available in 2 colours, and I know that Karen from Karen Sells Clothes was one of the people who selected it, and I think she selected it in the other colour, and it wasn't available in my size, which was a real shame. But then I found that this one was. This is a 22-24, and I really like this electric blue colour. It's a shift dress, I think you'd almost call that. It's sort of almost too long to be a tunic dress. It's very, definitely mid-calf. My mother would call it shapeless. I would call it flattering. I like the V-neck. I like the button detail on the front. I love the fact it's got pockets. I'm excited to try this one on. Let's try it. Filming a try-on haul, it's a very hot job. All this getting undressed and dressed. So this dress, the blue button pocket dress, was originally 36. It's still 36. It's not reduced in the sale, and with the 10% discount it was 32.40. I seem to remember that the dress in the other colour, was it a reddy colour, like a rusty red colour, was quite heavily reduced, and this one was full price, which was a shame. But I do like it very much. I've got it on, let me show you. Let me show you what it looks like. I have it on. Let me shut the blind as well, because that sun is not doing any of us any favours, is it? Whenever I try to film, the sun comes out, and I'm not complaining about that, but I feel like we've had the most god-awful January weather-wise. It's never stopped raining, and yet whenever I'm filming I seem to be battling the sunshine. Very strange. Anyway, we're back to the dress. I really like it. I think it's a really flattering length on me. I love the fact it sits just below the knees. I've got it on quite dressed up. Let me just move those boots out of the way. With a pair of grey sparkly heeled shoes from June originally, but from a charity shop for me. I bought these up in Bristol with Carla sometime. I've never actually worn them, but in fact they're so lovely. Let me just show you. the heel. Aren't they beautiful? Very much Carter bar shoes, wouldn't want to be walking anywhere in them. But yeah, I just wanted to demonstrate that you could wear it dressed up, but I equally feel that you could wear this with opaque tights and knee-high boots, and a chunky cardigan to dress it down a bit. I think you could wear it to the office. I think you could wear it for an evening out. I think it's such a flexible dress. I think it's really very flattering. I love the pockets. I love the length of the sleeves. There's everything about this dress I really like. The only thing I'm thinking about this dress is that would I really have occasion to wear it? I don't think it looks horrendous from the side. I don't think it's the best dress from the side in terms of how it looks, but from the front I really do like it. I think it's yeah, I like it a lot. Let me know what you think. Next we have this, which is definitely something that I wouldn't have picked out myself. It's pink and black. It's a sort of geometric print. It's a dress with a tie waist, 3/4 sleeves, midi. I quite like the print. Not sure about the style on me. I feel like it's going to maybe exacerbate my worst bits. But let's have a look. Again, it was the Joli Moi range. It was originally £59, down to £29, and with the 10% off it was £26.10. So let's give this one a whirl. Not loving this, I don't think. Quite like the print. V-neck's nice. I feel it's too fitted up here. I don't really like the tie waist. I think I would like it if it was longer. It's it feels quite a weird length. It is just below my knee, but I feel like it needs to be more mid-calf. It doesn't, I mean, it doesn't look horrendous, but oh, it has got pockets as well. Can't beat pockets, you see, can you? So this one, not for me, I'm afraid, but I do like the print. Finally, in this first bag, are you on a strange angle? I've got to admit, I chose this one. I was flicking through the website and I saw this and I really, really loved the colours and the style. So I thought I would just chuck this into the order as well. It was originally £65. It then went down to £32.50 and was £29.25 with the discount. Again, I've ordered that in a 20. On first glance, that looks very gapey around the front. So we'll have to see. Well, this just goes to prove that you guys are better at choosing my clothes than I am. This one is not for me. There's too much, it's too gapey around the front, and there wouldn't be, because there's too much fabric, there wouldn't be an easy way of pinning it so it didn't have a gape at some point. This bit feels a little bit tight. I like the style more than the style likes me, is what this boils down to. I don't particularly think the way the sleeves are cut is flattering. They're sort of split along the top and longer underneath, and I'd like them to be the same length all the way round. Actually looks better on camera than in the mirror, this dress. I really like the variegated hem, but I'm not sure that it likes me very much. Definitely this is not the most flattering dress that I've tried on today, so that's quite an interesting comparison, isn't it, that something I pick out for myself doesn't necessarily look the best. We're on to bag 2, and here is the first item from bag 2, and it's very interesting. This just goes to show what a nonsense clothes sizing is in this country, probably all over the world, but my experiences of this country. Exactly the same size as the previous dress, a 20, which was far too big around the bust and had extra material. This one, if I wasn't wearing this little camisole, would be exposing far more than a lady of 51 should be exposing on the internet. It's a shame, because other than that, I like this dress. This one I would definitely not have chosen myself. The print wouldn't have necessarily appealed to me, but sorry, you're at an angle. Let me just try and re-jig you. Now, right, hopefully that will work. Let's just have you round that way a little bit. Right, I actually quite like this dress other than the gapey front. And I guess you could get away with it like this with the camisole on. I like the fact it's higher at the front than the back. I think for us shorties of this world, that is such a flattering look with the slightly raised hemline at the front. I love the wrap style, I like the neckline, I quite like the sleeves. They're elasticated, and so I can pull them up to be 3/4 length sleeve. I don't do very well with long sleeves, but I actually quite like myself in this print as well. I don't find it as old ladyish as I thought I might do, but yeah, overall I like this dress, other than the fact it doesn't meet at the front. Not a bad choice at all for something that I didn't think I was going to like. Next we have this, which is described as a grey wrap cardigan, and this is very much up my street. I would have chosen this myself, definitely. The original price was £35 and it is down to 15, and with the 10% off is £13.50. It's sleeveless and it is literally somewhere between a wrap and a cardigan, so let's give this one a try. I don't love this as much as I thought I was going to. I haven't got any trousers on, so let me be careful how far back I go. So I've got a top, a sort of wintry top that I would wear with this, which is a 3/4 sleeve top, and then it sits over the top of that. I love the colour blockness, but I feel like it adds bulk without practicality almost. I think the fact it's I just feel like it makes me look very big, and it's a bit shapeless, and it wouldn't be so bad if it had sleeves. I don't particularly like the splits all the way up the side. I think it could be a lot more flattering for what it is. That's a shame because I had really high hopes for that, but no, this one definitely is not for me, I'm afraid. This is the last dress. We have a couple of tops and things after this, but this is the last actual dress. I will not lie to you, I'm expecting this one to be a disaster. Longer term viewers will remember I did a try on last summer, autumn, where I had an electric blue shirt dress, belted waist, this sort of length, and it was a disaster. I just do not suit this style of dress at all, but as it was viewers choosing my clothes, I thought I would give it a whirl. It has got a slightly variegated hemline, which is different from the one that I tried on last year, so perhaps it will be different. I do really like the print, the animal print, and the sort of scarf print around the bottom, and the colours are very me, so let's see what it's like. I was right, it's not good. It's a real shame because it's actually a lovely print, it's a lovely lightweight dress, but yeah, just not me. I should say it was £55, it's not reduced in the sale, and with the 10% discount it was £49.50. So without further ado, let me show you. There it is. It probably doesn't look quite so, let me just see myself. Doesn't look quite so bad for the fact I don't like the neckline. I don't like myself in a collared neck particularly. I don't think the variegated hem does much for me. I think that sort of, for some reason, bulks everything out a little bit. The belt I don't like. Let me know what you guys think of this one. Is it just me hating the style, and or is it genuinely not suiting me? Sometimes hard to tell yourself, isn't it? Because you take a dislike to something and then you're not going to like it. But I don't feel good in this, I have to say. It feels very buttoned up, and I don't know, and it's not tight, it's just, it doesn't feel like it's my style, so let me know what you think. Next we have this marble print top. I really like the print on this. I've had to order it at 20, which is a size down for me from tops because it wasn't available in anything bigger. It was originally 45, it was down to 13 in the sale, and then £11.70 with the discount. I like the length, it's a little bit higher at the top than the back, which again is flattering. Let's put it on and see what it's like. I quite like this one. I feel like it's quite surprised because I would automatically have ordered this in a 22, 24, and yet I feel it's plenty big enough in a 20. I've got it on just with, hang on, I need to put you down a little bit. Got it on with sort of blue jeggings and flat belly pumps again, which I think is quite a good look, but again you could dress it up to be more evening-y. I like the swishiness of it. I like the fact it drops down at the back and is slightly shorter at the front, but not too short, because we don't like things that are too short at the front, do we, ladies? So yeah, I think this is a really nice, unusual print, and one that I really like. I like the fact it has the button cuffs, and for 11 quid, that's an absolute bargain. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Back to this gorgeous electric blue colour, and I don't know who picked this, but I do love this colour. I've got this in a 24, which leads me to believe it probably wasn't available in anything smaller. It was originally £32, and it's still 32, down to 28.80 with the 10%. If I can still find the code for 10%, by the way, I will link it below if it's still valid. Very pretty, I like this one. Lovely colour, love the V-neck. I like the sheared sleeves, so I can pull them up to whatever length I like and wear them like that. Again, I've got it on with just jeggings and ballet pumps. I think, again, you could dress it up with some nice silver jewellery, perhaps a silver belt for the evening. I really like it. I do think it's a little bit pricey at £32, but yeah, it's a nice, very flexible, very pretty colour, and feels quite flattering and nice and loose around the hips as well. Our final item of the day is this, and I've lost the bit of paper that I was reading the prices of, and I'm too hot and bothered to start crawling around the floor to look for it. So I'll link it in the description box below. Anyway, the original price was 22. No, it wasn't 22, 24, it was £40. I have a feeling this is in the sale as well. Let's pop it on. I do like a jacket that's not quite a coat. So this is somewhere between a cardigan and a coat, and it has pockets. And I like the colour, sort of tan. I feel like is it coming out there? It'd be interesting to see myself back on camera, what that looks like. Yeah, I quite like that. It's a nice length. It's a very flexible. It's sort of a nice throw on if you're going out and you don't quite need a coat, but you don't want to go out just with a top on type of thing, which is a garment that I look for in my wardrobe a lot. The sleeves are a little long for me. I'm just folding them back. One more little thing. I guess you could wear it like that, or with the collar down like that. Yeah, I quite like that. I'm not sure how much this is liking me. I'd be interested to watch myself back in the footage on this, with this on, because I do feel like the pockets are making it sort of bulge out at this level, which is a shame. Yeah, they're not sitting right inside the pockets. They're not sitting forwards into the fabric. They're sort of bunching up underneath. Can you see that? So yeah, that's a shame actually. I feel like it would almost be better without pockets. Anyway, that's it. That's all the things you chose for me. There was definitely a couple of winners in there. Definitely a couple of things that I'm going to be keeping. Thank you so much to all the people who selected something. I'm going to do this type of video again, I think. You seem to all really, I hope you've enjoyed the actual video. You all engaged with the process of selecting things. Yeah, I've really enjoyed it, and I've definitely, sorry about that, my battery ran out. Yeah, I've definitely tried on things that I wouldn't have ordered. I think the split front top, I don't think I'd have ordered, and I absolutely love that. I'm definitely keeping that one. And the marbly top, I probably wouldn't have ordered that either with the print. And one of the electric blue dress, the dress that was the same as this colour, I absolutely loved. So yeah, certainly some little gems in there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know what you liked best or didn't like. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.